All right, everyone. Welcome back to Lakers Latest. I hope you guys have had a good week so far. It is Tuesday, December 23rd. We're officially 2 days away from Christmas. Christmas Eve is tomorrow, and I still have to work the whole day. Anyway, I hope everyone has had a good week so far. Like I said, Christmas in 2 days. Um, Enjoy the holidays with your family. I don't know what various what's the word I'm looking for? Traditions, certain families have, and obviously there's the normal traditions on Christmas and all that stuff. Um, but yeah, Christmas Eve's tomorrow, so everyone, catch up on your rest, enjoy your time with family. Like I said, maybe there's that family you don't see too much of the year, so just spend time with them. That's what all this stuff is about. Um, Holidays, it's get some rest and recovery. If you work for a company that has allows you to have most of the next week off, that's awesome. I'm jealous. Um, but yeah, we're at the time where we're nearing the end of the season, not season. Sorry, I haven't had my coffee yet. We're nearing the end of the year, and yeah, it's just important to putting sports aside for a second, just spend those time with your family and just enjoy the holidays. So yeah, it's my little rant on Christmas. Hanukkah's over. Hopefully, everyone enjoyed that and celebrated accordingly. Um, but yeah, holidays are coming up. As always, coming to you from Studio City, California, where it is about 57 degrees outside and not sunny. I'm pretty sure it's about to rain like the next 4 days in LA, so uh, it's gonna be monsooning during Christmas Eve, yeah, and I think it's heavy rain too. So it's not gonna be nice weather at all for the next probably 3 to 4 days. It's gonna be pretty bleak. Which is what it is. I honestly miss Christmas, snowy Christmas. I guess it's gonna be a rainy Christmas, so we'll see what the weather looks like. Anyway, let's hop on it and let's get to it. Um, First thing is that Luca will be out for the game versus the Suns after I don't even remember what the injury was. He had an injury in the last game. He was out. He was awful before the injury. Um, so he is going to sit out the game versus the Suns. There's no word yet whether Reeves is going to play. The hope is that he will. So obviously with Luca out, it would be huge to get Austin Reeves back, who's also, getting healthy from an injury. But as far as I know, I believe this is the Lakers' first game where Luca will be out, but LeBron will be playing. So that'll be interesting. Um, there's gonna be a lot on LeBron's back. We'll also see if Ayton plays, which I'll get into shortly. Um, but yeah, Luca's gonna be out. Reeves is possibly gonna be out. Ayton's possibly gonna be out. Hopefully, at least one of Reeves or Ayton is gonna be able to play, preferably Reeves. Um, we'll see what happens there. Um, but yeah, it's when I want to talk about the Lakers, the last time they played the Suns, it was, which was like last week, they lost. No, they won 116-114. Sorry, I got that confused with the previous Suns game where they lost 125-108 on the 1st of December. So it's been a mixed bag versus the Suns so far this season. Um, they're a super mad team. I mean, they're not awful, but I wouldn't necessarily say they're good. They're right middle of the pack, just super mad as hell. So we'll see. Obviously, if Luca and Reeves and Ayton are out, that's going to be over 75 points that they're going to have to account for. And it's not going to be an easy game to win. Other guys are going to have to step up. LeBron's going to have the big game. Um, but yeah, we'll keep an eye on like the injuries. The hope will be that, like I said, one of Reeves or Ayton will play, and that would obviously be massive going forward. But yeah, it's gonna be an interesting one. I think that we'll see, because at the end of the day, like the Lakers are weird. Like sometimes they play well, sometimes they play good defense. I feel like even though the Lakers are 19-8, you don't really know what you're gonna get on any given night with them. especially on a day where LeBron and, well, excuse me, Luka and Reeves could potentially be out. So they're definitely gonna have to have some guys step up. Rui obviously is missed. I think he's expected to play, which would be huge. You're gonna need him to also shoot the ball and not do that Tony Snell performance that he's had earlier in the season. But yeah, we'll see how the Lakers play. I hope they can find a way to win, but again, it's going to be potentially interesting, especially if both Reeves and Aiden are out, in addition to Luka Doncic. So if that does happen, gonna need a big LeBron game, gonna need other guys to step up. So we will see what happens there. Anyway, I wanted to just kind of take a look at LeBron's performance as a whole so far this season. He has played 11 games. He's averaging 20 points a game, 5.6 rebounds, 7.1 assists on 48% from the field, 28% from three. That 28% from three is definitely abnormal. I mean, LeBron's never been like an elite shooter by any means. If anything, that was probably his biggest offensive hole. And I don't even want to say hole. It's not like he's a bad shooter, but it's just not. He's not like an unbelievable shooter. But 28 is still it's still very, very low for LeBron. But he still has an in him, especially these last three performances: 36 and 36, 3 and 4, 28, 10 and 7, 26, 4 and 2, 47% from the field, 47% from the field, 53% from the field, and these are all performances that show that like LeBron still has it. Now again, that's without Reeves, so he's gonna have to pick up a little bit of the scoring slack with Reeves out. That's understandable. And again, I don't think that's gonna be LeBron's like full on like role moving forward in the season. I don't think he's going to be a guy that's relied to scoring that much when the entire team's healthy. Distributing the ball more, but obviously when guys like Reeves and Ayton are out, he's going to need to pick up the slack scoring as well. But look, again, everything's in context with LeBron. LeBron's 40 years old. He turns 41 in a week. A week from today, LeBron turns 41. And it's all put into context. I mean, this is a 40-year-old averaging 25 and 7 and 48 from the field. Like it's still unbelievable statistics. It's still incredible what he's doing. So to me, so far, LeBron's been impressive. He obviously has had a couple games back to back. His 10-point scoring streak is over, where he shot 3 of 10 from the field, 4 of 17. But then he followed that up shooting 12 of 17, 7 of 14. So after those two bad games, he's really played exceptionally well, especially shot strong percentage from the field. So yeah, again, I feel like we have to take LeBron as we see it. He's not the old LeBron, but he's still capable of doing a ton of these things on a nightly basis. He's still an incredible player, still a top, probably when healthy, 20-25 player in the league. So yeah, LeBron to me has still been very good this year. I'm excited to see him as the year goes on. If hopefully Luke and Reeves are healthy and not alternating on who's missing games, because I think they really need to develop that chemistry. So we'll see, what happens there. I wanted to just talk about Aiden for a second. We didn't. I mean, I want to say we knew what we were getting in Aiden, but we didn't really. But he's been a really, really strong part of the offense. He's averaging 15.3 points per game, 9 rebounds, shooting 71% from the field, which is crazy. That's probably a byproduct of playing with Reeves, Luka, and LeBron. But I wouldn't expect him to continue shooting 70% from the field. He's gonna go down a little bit. But for the most part, he's been really solid. Again, like we didn't know what we were getting, the effort. He's averaging a block a game too. So, the defensive effort for the most part has been there. We haven't had any attitude issues. There hasn't been any off-court issues. No coaching issues. Yeah, Aiden's been really good, and I want to give a shout out to JJ for coaching him well. But they need him back. It's gonna be hard to keep winning games with Jackson Hayes as a starter. He can start in a pinch, but he's a backup. So yeah, again, 71% from the field, unbelievable. 63%. What is strange is 63% from the line when he's a career 75% free throw shooter. That's a little abnormal and strange to me, but regardless, he's had a very good season so far, and the Lakers really need him back. All right, I want to finish on Quentin. Quentin Grimes is a player for the Philadelphia 76ers. originally drafted by the Knicks and then traded to the Pistons, and then traded to the Mavericks, then traded to the Sixers. And the Sixers are 16-11. I just don't really expect that to keep up, to be honest with you. But yeah, Grimes has been pretty good so far this year. He's averaging 15 points, 4 rebounds, 4 points, 4 assists, 43% from the field, 36% from three. And again, this is more not like is he available now, because he's not, because the 76ers are 16-11. But if, they kind of crater, which to be honest, I'm expecting them to. I don't expect them to keep this up. Then I think a guy like Grimes would be available. Very solid defender, a guy who's improved each season. 3-and-D, but also can handle the ball, can score a little bit. We saw him average about 22 points a game for the Sixers in like 15 games last year. He has all those capabilities. He'd be a really, really good fit next to Luka and Reeves, I think, especially for when LeBron leaves. So definitely just a guy to think about. I think he would be a really good fit on the Lakers. And we'll see if he becomes available if the 76ers start, going downhill. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. But yeah, until next time, I'll catch you guys later, and happy holidays.